Objectives for today: to find the mean, median, mode, range, Q1, Q3, and IQR for a given set of data. And the learning targets are to arrange data from least to greatest and to find quartiles. To find the mode, it's simply the number that shows up the most number of times. So in this list here, you have a 4 that shows up twice. All of the other numbers show up once. Therefore, the mode for this list of numbers would be 4. In this case, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2s in this list. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 3s, and then the 1s, we only have 2 of those. So clearly the 2 is going to be the one that shows up the most number of times. The mode is 2. In this list, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1s, and then a pair of 6s, 3 11s, a 2, and a 9. So clearly the 1 is going to be the one that shows up the most number of times. Mode is 1. Here we have a 6 and a 6, shows up twice. We have 3 and 3, that shows up twice. Everything else shows up once. If you have 2 numbers that show up the most number of times, then both of those numbers will be the mode. That would be a bimodal list of numbers. So you have a 6 and a 3. They show up the most number of times. So 3 and 6 would both be the mode for that list. Drop this one off. Here we have a 6 and a 6. So we have 2 6s. And then we have 2 3s, but we have 1, 2, 3 7s. So the answer is 7. Well, we only have 1 6. We have 2 4s, and we have 2 11s. So it's going to be 4 and 11. To find the median of a list of numbers, you must first put that list in order from least to greatest. Here we're going to have a 3 to start with, and then a pair of 4s, a 5, and then a 6, 7, 8, and 2 9s. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 numbers. Anytime you have an odd number of numbers, the median will be exactly the middle number in the list. Half of 9 is 4.5. So go over 4 places here and 4 places there. You have 4 numbers on either side, which means that leaves the middle number to be 6. 6 would be the median for this list of numbers. When you have an odd number of numbers, just keep coming in from the left and the right until you can't go any further. So if I did this, and then this, and again, and one last time, that leaves me with just one number in the middle. Put these in order from least to greatest. So we have a 1 and a pair of 2s, and then 3 and 4, and then 6, 8, and 10. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers. If you have an even number of numbers, you still go from the left and the right until you reach the middle. But in this case, we have 4 on the left and 4 on the right. There is no exact middle number. It's going to fall in here. So use the 2 middle numbers, add those together, and divide by 2. 7 divided by 2 is 3.5, which is the median for the list. When you have an even number of numbers, add the 2 middle numbers together and divide by 2. That gives you the median. From least to greatest, we have 2, 3, and 4, and then a pair of 6s, and a pair of 7s, and then an 11. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers. So again, you're going to have 4 on the left, 4 on the right. Anytime you have 2 middle numbers that are exactly the same, then that's going to be the median. So in this case, the median is 6. If you add 6 and 6 to get 12 and divide by 2, you still get 6. So the median is 6. Put these in order from least to greatest. We'll have 1, 3, and 4 to start with. And then we'll go to 6 and 7. And then 10, 12, and 13. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers. 4 on the left, 4 on the right. If you add 6 and 7 together to divide by 2, then you'll end up with 6.5. The solution for this one, let's start with 3 and then do 4, 5, and 6. And now we'll go to 9, 11, and 12. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers, so that's 3 on the left, 3 on the right, 6 is the median. Find the mean, which is the average of this list. That means you must add them together first to get 9, 15, 22, 26, 37, 49, and then 62. If you divide 62 by 7, which is the number of numbers in the list, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 62 divided by 7. 7 into 62 8 times for 56 with 6 left over, and that would be a 60. So you would have another 8 for 56, 4 left over, which becomes a 40, and then you'll have a 5. You can stop there because you're rounding to the tenths place, which is this one. Look at this number. It is 5 or higher, so bump that one up to 9. 8.9 is the mean for that list of numbers. Add them together to get 62. Divide by the number of numbers in the list, which is 7. Round to the tenths place. 8.9. Again, add these up. 12, 23, 28, 34, 54, and 8 is 62. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers. So again, it comes out to be the exact same thing that was in the last example, just by coincidence. And we already know that came out to be 8.85 to the hundredths place, but you're rounding that to 8.9. It just happened to be the same total and the same number of numbers, just by accident. Add these up: 10, 18, 24, 26, 27, 33, and then 40. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers. Divide by 7. 7 into 40 5 times with 5 left over. And 7 into 50 7 times. 1 left over. And then 7 into 10 once. 5.71, and round that to the 10th place to get 5.7. Add up the numbers, divide by the number of numbers, round to the 10th place. That gives you the mean. (16) 24, 28, 31, 33, 44, and then 60. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers. 7 into 60, 8 times for 56 with 4 left over. 5 times for 35 with 5 left over, and then a 7. 8.6 is the mean. In this case, we have to find Q1, Q3, and IQR. Q stands for quartile. So quartile 1, quartile 3, and IQR stands for interquartile range. So you must put these in order from least to greatest to start with. So it's going to be 2, 3, and then a pair of 4s. And then 6, 6, 7, and 9. Find the midway point. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers. So that means we have 4 here and 4 there. We're not interested in the median in this case, although you could still find it to be 5. But quartile 1 is the midway point of the left-hand side of these numbers. So 2, 3, 4, and 4 find the midway point there. You have 4 numbers, and the midway section is there. So treat it just like a median. 3 and 4. Add 3 and 4 together, divide by 2, and get 3.5. That is Q1. Do the same thing on the right side to find Q3. 4 numbers. Here's the midway point. 6 plus 7, divide by 2, is 6.5. That's Q3. Now the interquartile range is the difference between Q1 and Q3. 6.5 minus 3.5 gives us an IQR of 3. Subtract 6.5 and 3.5 to get IQR of 3. Put them in order from least to greatest. 1, and then a pair of 2s. Then we'll have 3, 4, and 5. And then 6, 7, 7, and 9. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 numbers. I believe we have 10. For some reason I don't remember that being the case in the example in the last class. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 numbers. So that's what we'll use. Here's the midway point. And of course that would be 4.5 for the median, but what we're most interested in now is the Q1 and Q3. The midway point on the left-hand side would be 2 exactly. So that's Q1. And then on the right side, 7, so that would be Q3. And if you subtract 7 and 2, then you're going to end up with an IQR of 5. In order from least to greatest, we'll have 1, 2, 2, 2, and 2. So 1 and then 4 2s. And then we'll have 6. Whoops, it looks like we have a 3 in there. Yep, 3. And then 2 6s. And then a 9. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 numbers. That means this is going to be your middle number. That's the median, 2. On the left-hand side, quartile 1 will be 2. That's an awful way to write that. It should be Q1 and then put a 2 there. And on the right side, it'll be 6. So Q3 is 6. And then 6 minus 2 gives us an IQR of 4.